Bonsoir Christina, j'espère que tu vas bien. Voici le résumé de ce que nous avions fait le mardi. In fact, it was not 28, but it was on 29th. Le mardi 29 septembre. Ok, so we can change it. Le mardi, hop, 29 septembre. Leçon 18 sur 23. Ok. So we talked about the passé composé. What is a passé composé? Some kind of a simple past. Okay, it's like I ate something, I did something, I slept, I worked, I walked, etc. Okay. So basically, I ate a sandwich, j'ai mangé un sandwich. So you have the verb avoir in the present tense. Okay, this part. So we know how to conjugate that is j'ai, tu as, il a, nous avons, vous avez, ils ont. And I add a verb next to it. So if I'm dealing with a er verb, like manger, I'm going to drop the er and replace it with et. Ils ont mangé. J'ai mangé, tu as mangé, il a mangé, nous avons mangé, vous avez mangé, ils ont mangé. So basically I can say I have eaten or I ate. Okay. So basically, passé composé, it's a completed action, past action, okay? And we can either use avoir in the present tense or to be in the present tense plus a past participle. Manger, travailler, etc. So basically I can say yesterday, hier, j'ai dormi, I slept. Je dors is I'm sleeping or I sleep. J'ai mangé, I ate or I have eaten. J'ai joué au foot, I played soccer. J'ai visité les pyramides, I visited the pyramids. J'ai mangé dans un restaurant, I ate or I have eaten. J'ai regardé un documentaire, I watched a documentary. So as long as I'm saying yesterday, I can just use a simple past. Okay. So we also talked about the chimpanzee, but no need to read everything and to learn everything by heart. What we have to do is to be strategic and be like, okay, what should I remember? Puissant, powerful. Robuste, tough. Un nid, a nest. Okay, so we can be like, okay, they are powerful, they are tough, they sleep in a nest every night. Une vie en groupe, they live in packs or, in groups. Un animal intelligent, an intelligent animal. So le chimpanzé, fiche d'identité, c'est to climb, is grimper. 1,40 m environ, 75 kg environ, jusqu'à 50 ans et lieu de vie, Afrique. Par son intelligence, c'est l'animal le plus proche de l'homme. By its intelligence, it's the closest animal to man. I think my cat is doing something weird in the kitchen. Ok, un animal puissant. Le chimpanzé a les bras plus longs que les jambes. Longer than his legs. The arms are longer than the legs. C'est un animal robuste et puissant. Il est bon grimpeur, climbs well, mais vit souvent sur le sol, but he often lives on the ground. Il se déplace en général sur ses 4 pattes. In general, he's going to move on his 4 legs, or 4 paws. Mais il sait se tenir debout. He knows how to stand up. Comme l'homme, like men. Une vie en groupe, les chimpanzés vivent en groupe. Il y a des mâles, des femelles et des jeunes, so male, female and young, youth. Youngsters, kids, babies. Les petits, so the kids, dorment avec leur mère jusqu'à l'âge de 3 ans. They sleep with their mom until they are 3. Un nid différent chaque soir, so a different nest every night. Le chimpanzé se nourrit de fruits mous, de feuilles, d'insectes et d'œufs, ou d'œufs. Chimpanzee nourishes itself or himself, fruits, soft fruits, leaves, insects and eggs. Il dort dans les arbres, he sleeps in the trees, dans un nid de branches qu'il construit lui-même chaque jour. So he lives in it's like a nest made of branches that he builds himself every day. Il ne dort jamais 2 fois dans le même nid. He never sleeps twice in the same nest. Un animal intelligent, intelligent animal. Le chimpanzé est un animal très intelligent. Il sait utiliser des pierres, des brindilles. Il peut imiter les gestes des hommes. Okay. So he's a very intelligent animal. He knows how to use the rocks, small branches, and he can imitate the gestures, movements of the men. So, making faces is faire des grimaces. Faire des grimaces. Pour communiquer avec les autres singes de son groupe, le chimpanzé émet des sons et fait des mimiques. So he's gonna make sounds and he's gonna make faces. Okay? En voici 3. Joueur, playful, effrayé, scared, obéissant, obedient. Voilà. Marie-Antoinette. Marie-Antoinette was not really understood as a woman coming from Austria, a very rich, powerful family. And coming to France, she was never really understood. She never really liked living in this big castle, and she wanted to live a bit outside in a smaller place. So, elle est née à Vienne, en Autriche, en 1755. Ses parents la marient à 14 ans au futur roi de France, Louis XVI, en 1770. Okay. So, she gets married at 14, becomes a queen of France, une reine mal aimée. Mal aimée is not really well loved, it's a not well loved queen. Okay, so her story is very interesting because she never liked this life. Actually, she wanted something a tiny bit more simple, but the French thought she was eating too much cake, like you said, but in fact that's not true. The king at that time, Louis XVI, was investing a lot of money in the American Revolution. So the first time he asked, the aristocrats, all the big rich families, to sell some of their properties. And also the church. They didn't like it. So they gave money to the king, but they didn't like it. And the king was giving pretty much all the money to this American Revolution and ended up with nothing. So, second time, he's asking the aristocrats and the church, give me more money. And they didn't like it. So they started to create, actually, the French Revolution and saying, look, they spend too much money, this one, she's eating too much cake, whatever. They made up some stories, and the French people started to believe in this stuff, and they say, yeah, we don't like that, what's going on, we don't have enough money. In fact, if the people could understand the situation, they would understand that they were paying taxes not to the king, but the aristocrats and the church. That was the two main people who were receiving taxes from the French. And the French should have fought all these aristocrats and the church as well, instead of killing the king. In fact, during the revolution, the people started to kill everyone, so didn't really change too many things. So okay, so Versailles is a chateau. It's outside Paris, next to Paris. Devient la résidence du roi de France, residency, au XVIIe siècle. C'est là que se trouve la cour du roi, like the court of the king. Okay. So that was renovated during the reign of Louis XIV, and yeah, he was a very interesting fella. Okay, she was in jail, emprisonnée, and yeah. So anyway, that was a very sad and also complicated story. Voilà, Marie-Antoinette. Tu connais Marie-Antoinette? Do you know? Ok, 1755, Autriche, elle se marie à 14 ans, le château de Versailles, La guillotine. Guillotine is this kind of a machine that was cutting people's heads. Elle était impopulaire, unpopular or not loved. Okay. We also did this. So, l'anniversaire de grand-mère, elle a 69 ans. On peut voir 1, 2, 3, 4 cadeaux. Il y a 1, 2, 3, 4 enfants. Et il y a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 adultes. Okay. Donc, je vois 11 personnes. Combien d'enfants tu vois? Je vois 4 enfants. Combien d'adultes? 7. C'est un gâteau d'anniversaire. Elle a quel âge? Elle a 69 ans. Et tu vois combien de cadeaux? 4 cadeaux. Ok? Donc, that's it. Hein? That's it. So that's the first video I'm sending you. I'm going to send you a second one. And tomorrow you're going to receive the transcript for today and the video. Okay? So I'm just sending you the video for Tuesday and Wednesday, and you're going to receive everything from Thursday tomorrow on Friday, if it makes sense. Anyway, au revoir Christina, à bientôt.